Imagine waking up tomorrow and finding out that overnight your entire job has been replaced by AI. No warning, no transition period, just gone. By the time you finish watching this video, 2,000 more people will have experienced exactly that. Some of them don't even know it yet. You might be next. And if you think your job is safe, you're already 5 years behind reality. Our world is on the precipice of the most radical workforce transformation in human history. Not in some distant future, but beginning right now. The comfortable career you've built, the skills you've spent years mastering, the stability you count on, all of it is dissolving faster than you realize. Still think you're safe? Let's test that assumption right now. Ask yourself, can AI already do 40% of what I do every day? Can AI already analyze data, generate content, or make decisions in my field? If the answer is yes to even one of those, you're already at risk. This isn't just another vague warning about AI someday changing everything. This is a data-backed timeline of exactly how and when AI will systematically eliminate or transform specific roles across industries. A timeline based on corporate implementation strategies already in motion. A timeline that you absolutely need to understand if you want to maintain control of your professional future. Let's be clear. There is no AI revolution coming. It's already here, silently restructuring our economy, while most remain oblivious to its pace and scope. The World Economic Forum projects 14% of the global workforce will face significant disruption by 2030. McKinsey estimates 50% of work activities will be automatable by the end of this decade. But these sanitized, public-facing statistics barely scratch the surface of what's actually happening. Here's what big tech isn't telling you. Many companies aren't just replacing workers with AI. They're secretly training AI on their employees' own work data, then firing them once the AI is good enough. In other words, your job isn't just at risk. You're training your replacement every time you clock in. Major corporations have already mapped out detailed AI implementation strategies that extend far beyond what they're communicating to employees or the public. These companies aren't just exploring AI, they're aggressively deploying it with the explicit goal of reducing human labor costs. IBM CEO Arvind Krishna publicly stated plans to pause hiring for nearly 26,000 non-customer-facing back-office positions, approximately 10% of IBM's workforce, with the intention of replacing them through AI and automation. He explicitly projected that 30% of these roles, around 8,000 jobs, will vanish within 5 years. JP Morgan's contract intelligence platform, Coin, already processes 12,000 legal documents in seconds, work that previously required 360,000 human labor hours annually. Amazon's 3-layer AI strategy is systematically removing human decision-making across its entire operation, from warehouse logistics to customer service. Most people will watch this video, nod in agreement, and then do nothing. They'll assume they have more time, they'll assume this doesn't apply to them, and that's exactly why most people will be caught completely off guard. AI isn't waiting for you to adapt. It's not slowing down for you to catch up, and by the time you feel the impact personally, it'll already be too late to react. If you think AI is just taking low-level jobs, you're already 5 years behind. The reality is much worse, and it's coming for jobs no one thought AI could do. These aren't speculative projections. These are concrete implementation roadmaps being executed right now. Based on our analysis of internal corporate AI strategies, published research, and market data, we've constructed a timeline of how AI will systematically eliminate jobs across 3 critical phases. Phase 1, 2025 to 2027, the initial wave. The first phase is already underway, targeting roles that involve processing structured data and documents, performing repetitive analytical tasks, managing routine customer interactions, executing standardized procedures. Specifically, these roles face immediate elimination. Administrative assistants and data entry specialists, customer service representatives, paralegals and legal assistants, junior financial analysts, quality control inspectors, basic content creators and copywriters. The evidence is undeniable. In the legal sector, platforms like Ross Intelligence are already reducing research time by 70%, leading to a 15% reduction in paralegal positions since 2020. In finance, algorithmic trading systems now handle 60 to 70% of NYSE volume, dramatically reducing the need for human traders. Sarah was a copywriter for a Fortune 500 company. She thought AI couldn't do her job. Then ChatGPT-5 launched. 2 weeks later, her entire department was shut down. Companies aren't just replacing workers with AI, they're training AI on those workers' own data, then laying them off once the AI is good enough. What makes this initial wave particularly devastating is its speed. Unlike previous technological disruptions that evolved over decades, AI implementation cycles are measured in months. Companies aren't gradually phasing in these technologies, they're deploying them as rapidly as possible to gain competitive advantage, but this is just the beginning. Phase 2, 2028 to 2031, the professional disruption, The second phase will target higher-skilled professionals and knowledge workers, including mid-level managers and project coordinators, marketing strategists and advertising specialists, financial advisors and investment analysts, software developers for routine programming, journalists and content producers, medical diagnosticians and radiologists. As AI systems mature, they're demonstrating capability not just in routine tasks, but in areas requiring judgment, creativity, and specialized knowledge. IBM Watson already diagnoses certain cancers 30% faster than human doctors. GitHub Copilot writes 40% of code in some development projects. AI-generated content is becoming increasingly sophisticated, with the AI-generated short film, The Safe Zone, winning Best Short at Cannes, demonstrating that even artistic recognition is no longer exclusively human. This phase is particularly dangerous because many professionals in these fields currently believe their roles are AI-proof due to the complexity, creativity, or judgment required. This is a dangerous misconception that leaves them vulnerable and unprepared. This isn't just automation, it's something bigger. The Pentagon is already experimenting with AI that can replace military strategists. Goldman Sachs is developing AI traders that don't just analyze markets, they manipulate them. And Elon Musk isn't just replacing workers, he's building companies where human labor isn't necessary at all. This is AI removing humans not just from jobs, but from decision-making itself. Still think your job is safe? AI isn't just taking jobs, it's replacing the need for human decision-makers entirely. The third and final phase is the most terrifying of all, and we're already seeing the first signs of it. Phase 3, 2032 to 2035, the advanced integration. The third phase will see AI capabilities expand to roles previously considered safe, including executive decision-makers, creative directors and designers, advanced healthcare practitioners, specialized educators and trainers, research scientists, and strategic consultants. In this phase, even highly skilled professionals who thought their jobs were secure will face significant disruption. The AI systems deployed in this time frame won't just automate discrete tasks, they'll transform entire organizational structures and decision-making processes. By 2035, we project that up to 40% of today's job roles will either be eliminated entirely or so fundamentally transformed that they bear little resemblance to their current form. At that point, there will only be two types of professionals left: those who control AI and those who are controlled by it. If you're clinging to the belief that your job is somehow immune to this transformation, you're likely operating under one of these dangerous myths. Myth 1. Creative jobs are safe. Many believe that creativity is uniquely human and cannot be replicated by machines. This is increasingly false. AI systems are already producing commercially viable art, music, and written content. The Netflix film industry now uses AI for editing, script development, and even elements of direction. The AI-generated art market reached $2.3 billion in value last year. GPT-4 and similar models can generate everything from marketing campaigns to poetry that is increasingly indistinguishable from human-created work. The 2023 AI-generated short film, The Safe Zone, won Best Short at Cannes, demonstrating that even artistic recognition is no longer exclusively human. Creativity will remain valuable, but the belief that creative roles are inherently safe from AI disruption is dangerously misguided. Myth 2. Jobs requiring human judgment are secure. Many professionals in fields like law, medicine, and finance believe their roles are protected because they require complex judgment and decision-making. Yet AI systems are increasingly demonstrating capability in these domains. Legal AI can now predict court outcomes with greater accuracy than experienced attorneys. Medical diagnostic systems outperform human doctors in detecting conditions from radiological images. Financial algorithms make investment decisions with consistently better returns than human analysts. The reality is that many forms of professional judgment follow patterns that can be learned and replicated by sufficiently advanced algorithms. Myth 3. Technical roles will remain in demand. There's a common belief that technical skills, particularly in STEM fields, will remain valuable regardless of AI advancement. While technical literacy will certainly remain important, many technical roles are actually more vulnerable to automation than non-technical ones. Software development, data analysis, and engineering design all involve logical processes that are increasingly being automated. Google's AutoML can now design machine learning models more effectively than human data scientists. GitHub's Copilot writes functional code from simple prompts. Even complex engineering simulations that once required teams of specialists can now be performed by AI systems. Technical knowledge will still matter, but the specific technical skills in demand will shift dramatically, rendering many current technical specialists obsolete unless they adapt. Myth 4. My industry is different. Perhaps the most dangerous myth is the belief that your particular industry is somehow exceptional or insulated from these changes. Every industry has unique aspects, but the fundamental transformation AI brings cuts across all sectors: healthcare, legal, finance, manufacturing, retail, education, entertainment. All are experiencing significant AI-driven disruption. The patterns of displacement may vary, but no industry will remain untouched. In fact, industries that have historically been resistant to technological change may experience even more dramatic disruption once AI solutions overcome initial implementation challenges. You might think there's no way to stop this. That's exactly what they want you to believe. But the reality is, there is a way to not just survive but thrive in the AI era. You just need to know how to position yourself before it's too late. The AI takeover isn't just happening, it's accelerating. And by 2035, most people will be scrambling to survive. But not you, because you're about to execute a career escape plan, one that ensures AI works for you, not against you. Think of it like a high-stakes heist. If you know where AI is headed before the rest of the world does, you'll be 3 steps ahead of everyone else when the disruption hits. So here's your first move in this heist. Step 1. Identify the AI tools already being used in your industry. Don't wait until they replace you. Master them first. Step 2. Find the one part of your job AI can't do well yet, and double down on it. Strategy, human relationships, adaptability. Step 3. Begin building a career moat, acquiring skills AI will struggle with for the next decade. More on this in our next video. Those who understand this transformation and position themselves intelligently will not just survive, but thrive in the AI-augmented economy. Here's the 3-phase strategic framework for maintaining your professional relevance. Strategy 1. Automate yourself before AI does. The most dangerous position in the coming years is to be a professional who performs tasks that AI can do but who doesn't know how to use AI effectively. Begin by thoroughly analyzing your current role and identifying which aspects are most vulnerable to automation. Then, rather than avoiding AI tools, become proficient with them. If you can use AI to 10 times your productivity in vulnerable areas, you transform from a potential displacement victim to a highly valuable, augmented professional. Case in point, marketing managers who have embraced AI tools for content generation, data analysis, and campaign optimization are reporting productivity increases of 40 to 50%. Rather than being replaced, they're being promoted to oversee larger portfolios and more strategic initiatives. This isn't just about learning to use ChatGPT or similar consumer tools. It means developing a sophisticated understanding of how AI can be applied in your specific domain and becoming an expert at using these tools to deliver exceptional results. Strategy 2. Develop a hybrid intelligence approach. The professionals who will thrive in the AI era are those who develop a hybrid intelligence approach, combining human strengths with AI capabilities in ways that create value greater than either could alone. This means focusing your development on areas where humans still excel: contextual understanding, ethical reasoning, creative vision, and interpersonal relationships. It also involves learning to effectively prompt and direct AI systems to enhance your work, developing meta skills for overseeing, validating, and refining AI outputs, and building the ability to translate between technical capabilities and human needs. Doctors who use AI diagnostic tools focus more on patient communication and complex decision-making. Lawyers who leverage legal AI concentrate on strategy and client counseling. Designers who use generative tools spend more time on conceptual development and client satisfaction. The key is not to compete with AI by doing what it does, but to complement AI by excelling in areas it cannot. Strategy 3. Position for emerging opportunity zones. As AI transforms the economy, entirely new career opportunities are emerging. These opportunity zones represent the future of work in an AI-augmented world. One AI integration specialist professionals who can effectively implement AI solutions within specific domains, ensuring they work properly with existing systems and processes. 2 human-AI collaboration facilitators, experts who help teams effectively leverage AI tools while maintaining human oversight and strategic direction. 3 AI ethics. Governance specialists who ensure AI deployments align with ethical standards, regulatory requirements, and organizational values. 4 complex systems. Navigators professionals who can guide others through increasingly complex socio-technical environments where AI plays a significant role. 5 creative directors for AI individuals who can effectively direct AI tools to produce desired creative outputs by providing the right prompts, context, and refinement. Positioning yourself in these emerging fields requires intentional skill development and strategic career navigation. It often means making lateral moves into roles that may not initially seem prestigious, but offer greater long-term security and growth potential. Imagine a future where AI is taking 90% of jobs, but not yours. Because you knew how to automate yourself before AI did, because you mastered hybrid intelligence, because you positioned yourself where AI can't replace you. And when everyone else is panicking, you're thriving. The timeline we've presented isn't hypothetical, it's already unfolding. And that means the window of opportunity to strategically reposition yourself is limited. Those who begin adapting now will have significant advantages over those who wait until disruption is unmistakable. By then, competition for AI-resistant roles will be intense, and the learning curve for effective adaptation will be steeper. The data suggests that professionals who proactively embrace AI tools show 37% higher retention rates during organizational transformation than those who resist or ignore these changes. They're also 3.4 times more likely to be promoted into newly created roles that focus on AI oversight and strategic direction. You face a critical decision point. Will you be proactive in adapting to this transformation, or will you be reactive, scrambling to adjust only after your role has been compromised? The strategic framework we've outlined provides a path forward, but it requires immediate action. Start by auditing your current skills against our three-phase displacement timeline. Identify which of your tasks are most vulnerable in the near term. Begin experimenting with AI tools relevant to your domain. Develop a personal learning roadmap focused on hybrid intelligence capabilities. Most importantly, recognize that this transformation isn't a singular event, but an ongoing process. The professionals who thrive won't be those who adapt once and consider themselves finished, but those who develop continuous adaptation as a core capability. The AI revolution represents both unprecedented threat and extraordinary opportunity. The difference between those who are displaced and those who thrive won't be luck. It will be strategic foresight and purposeful action. You still have agency in determining your professional future, but that agency diminishes with each passing month of inaction. The professionals who begin strategically repositioning themselves now will be the ones in control of their careers in 2035 and beyond. The AI takeover isn't a future event, it's already happening. And the difference between those who thrive and those who disappear, one decision: most people will hesitate, most people will wait too long, and when they finally wake up, they'll realize AI has already moved on without them. But you're ahead of the curve, you have the roadmap, you have the strategy, and if you act now, you'll be 3 steps ahead when the rest of the world finally catches on. The only thing standing between you and that future is action. So if you're serious, subscribe now, because the next video we release won't just give you insight, it could save your career. If this video scared you, good. That means you're paying attention. And if you know someone who needs to see this before it's too late, send it to them now.